Well, hello there. It's been a long time and we need to talk. But first things first, let's get some coffee. So yeah, it's been a long time and it has been a weird start of a year. Today it's March 31st, so almost April. I haven't seen the Scania in a couple of months because I have been busy. I was browsing houses last July and saw one. I was just browsing for fun because I had nothing better to do. Saw one that I liked, almost went to see it, but then kind of chickened out and it was sold. After that, I started browsing more actively because I kind of thought that, heck, I don't want to pay any rent anymore, so yeah. Then around end of November, I found one nice and we went to see it with my girlfriend and well, here we are, we bought it. So yeah, I bought a house and it has been nice. We moved in at the end of January, so it has been a bit over 2 months that we have been here and we have been just doing lots of little things. Cleaning up the place, getting some firewood from the woods because this is over 2 acre yard with lots of wood, lots of spruces that have partially fallen during storms or something, so we have been cleaning up those and things like that. So yeah, that has taken all my time, all my weekends, so yeah. The spring is early, but I've just been here. I haven't had time to go to do anything to Scania, unfortunately. That project, it isn't forgotten. It is just at a back burner at this exact moment. So yeah, I might go there in a couple of weeks, might not. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I had big plans, but you know, buying this house was bigger thing. So yeah, and yeah, this house has lots of things to do. This has been built in 79, I think. So almost 50 years old. The roof is original, almost everything is original. So we need to redo the roof this summer. That'll take some time, lots of money. And fortunately, Dad is a carpenter, so he will help us. But yeah, that will take time and money. Everything that is of Scania. So I need to put the priorities straight and put the Scania to back burner this year. We need to make the roof good so that it doesn't leak. We need to remove the oil burner and change it to air to water pump, whatever you call it in English. I don't know, I'm not native speaker, as you've noticed. But yeah, that's something that needs to be done, and lots of smaller things. I will show the garages, 2 of them, and the other one will be my place. It needs 3-phase, buried in the ground. It will be done when we remove the oil tank from the ground. So yeah, lots of new things. But yeah, this place 10 minutes from my old place that I rented, 30 minutes to work, so that doesn't change. Unfortunately, still 1 hour to my parents where Kania is at the moment. So yeah, it doesn't make it any easier, but you know, I don't want to pay rent. I want to pay to myself, so that's why we bought this. And yeah, so yeah, a big thing. Lots of money to be spent here, and you know, yeah. But yeah, I will show the garages now. So in the first garage, I have some cool things. This will be for the front wheels. A spare starter, because well, we don't need it now, but if we ever need it, it's here. These are mounting plates for a chrome bumper. I will show it later. It's not here yet. Konsta will bring it from the other side of Finland when he comes over on the weekend. So those are for that. And then the second garage. Well, this one, lots of random stuff. Studded wheels for the V90. New wheel, well, not new wheels, but old wheels painted. They are nice. Well, better be nice, that was expensive. And some firewood for a sauna, because, well, we need to have a sauna. And there's the second garage. It's a blank canvas, as I would like to say. This key. There we go. So, like I said, a blank canvas. I will be renovating this when I have some excess money. Walls, they need to be insulated. The roof, it needs to be insulated. The floor, well, it needs some concrete. I'm already prepared. I've got some tools that I have found off Marketplace, or well, Mika found these from Marketplace. These toolboxes, they were 45 euros a pop. They were almost free. Nice bench. Whenever I get a proper tool table to mount it on. Old cast steel. Chainsaw, of course, some snowblower, etc. That needs to be modified. I've actually got second one coming from Konsta when he comes. And yeah, this is 8 meters by 10 meters, so 80 square meters, and this will be great. I think as of now I could fit 6 cars here just for storage, or easily 3 cars and still have space to work on them. But like I said, blank canvas, I really like this one because, well, now I can build it in a way that I want to do it. So I actually have bought my own welder already. I've got a 200 amp Ancient Kempi stick welder and 265 amp ESAB MIG, but there's no 3-phase power here. That needs to be done during the summer and hopefully the floor this year. The walls will have to wait and the heating will have to wait. But this will be my own space where I can do whatever I want. So far I've got the ramp there. So yeah. Unfortunately, these doors are 3 meters 40 centimeters high. And Scania is pretty exact 4 meters, I think. So Scania won't fit inside, unfortunately. We have wondered if we could drop the floor, but we will have to see how high the bedrock is, if we can go any further down. And some firewood, and that's our woods. We've got some space. 240, it's out. I'm daily driving it at the moment because V90 has a airbag warning light, so I don't want to drive it. It's got a service scheduled for it in a couple of weeks, so it'll be sorted. This little darling, it needs some work because, well, for example here I've got the original C cassette player, but C cassette side isn't working. I need spare parts for it. Yeah, I've been daily driving it for like 1,000 kilometers now, and it has been really nice. In this room, I won't bother to take that out one yet, but this is original 3 series upper bunk, so that will be mounted to the Scania. So as I've shown, I've removed the original lower bed because it was so oily and gross. So I thought of building a new one, but I might build a toolbox underneath and the upper bunk bed to go in on its original place. So that will be mounted when I have time and when that is done with the spring work on the farm. So yeah, I've got the space to bring Scania here, work on it outside, so let's see when that happens. Or that might go to my parents and I will go there to work there. We'll see. Actually, this might be original key. Neyman, West Germany. There we go. So yeah, there is lots of things to do to this car this summer. The wipers, the right one isn't working that well. Many other things are working. Well, radio is missing because the C cassette player doesn't work. But yeah, I'll find a spare radio. This is more than happy to drive, at least. All the gauges, they are working fine. I need to figure out what's wrong with the blower. It's warming warm out of here and cold here, so something with those. I have no idea what, but that needs to be figured out. The steering wheel, I'm driving straight now, the wheel is crooked, that needs to be fixed. The central locking is 75% working. That right back door isn't. So that needs to be figured out why it is like that. One thing I absolutely love about this car is the transmission. It's manual. I usually only drive automatics nowadays. But this transmission, it is so smooth. It's weird. I don't think I've ever had a oops. So what I was saying, I don't think I've ever had a manual transmission that is this smooth to shift up or down. So I can't remember a time that I would have missed a shift or wouldn't have found the gear, because this is just simply so nice. Tight gearbox. Also, one thing, I'm driving past this house every day. That excavator, it hasn't moved at all in this 2 months that we have lived here. So I'm going to put a note on the windshield at some point with my number for the owner to call me if he wants to sell it. I hope he will see it. Hope he will sell it to me for cheap. So hopefully at the end of summer I own an excavator, but you know, he might sell it for cheap, or then they might ask like 20 G's for it, and that's way too much. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, this car also needs a bit of rust fixing, something I can't do right now because, well, you know, I don't have 3-phase or proper welding space. So hopefully at the end of summer my garage has some kind of a sheeting on the walls, if nothing else some tin, so that the walls don't light up on fire, and hopefully it has a floor so that I can do it in the fall. But yeah, this wheel needs fixing. This is driving me crazy. Other than that, I think this car is doing just fine. But anyways, that's it for now. That's my life update, and I will now show you a couple of clips from the log bed. It's up and functional. We have driven logs with it. Mika and Dad, they had the camera, but well, they didn't use it. They filmed on phone. They didn't talk anything. And next time I was there, they didn't have my camera with me, so I also had to film on phone. So yeah, those clips are bad, but you'll see it working. Come on, come on, come on.
Mika and Dad filmed anything, but they mounted the log lift onto the log bed and we are making some firewood now. Unfortunately, they forgot my DJI at home, so I can't film any video. And my spare cameras, the Chinese action cameras, they are both out of battery. So I have been emptying this bed. We already made one trailer full of log, firewood, and next one is about to start, so I won't be unloading anymore there. So one trailer at a time. I think Mika might be able to film me from the outside. I want to show how this crane moves. So it has two levers here. This is the turret turn. Next one is the main boom lift. On the right side there's two as well. The one on the right spins the grapple and the one next to it moves the second cylinder and tilts the boom. And in order for all of the functions to work, I also have pedal on the right side. It's for the extension, and left side is for opening and closing the grapple. So if you see me struggling, I'm probably, my left foot isn't in the middle and it might be pulling the grapple shut, so that bogs down. But this Scania is pretty capable with different functions at once. After all, I can do 2 to 3 movements at once, so that's nice. But yeah, back to making firewood, unloading more later.